Hey guys, this is Goodman. So we are in one of my houses. We're getting it ready for Section 8 inspection, or we're flipping it. We're not sure what we're gonna do with it yet, but today we're doing subfloors. So we're getting some floor joists prepped, we're getting some subfloors down. It's not too drastic of a day. And then we got some other things I gotta get to today, but they'll be in a later video. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into this one. All right, so we're heading to the warehouse, because I don't want to go to Home Depot and just go buy subflooring. I want to go see if I got any left. I think I have like half a sheet, which, you know, half a sheet right now, I think these things are like $30 a piece. So let's go check and see how many pieces we got or how much I can salvage, just so we don't have to spend, you know, 150 bucks on material. We can spend $130 on material. See you in a second. So, there's the house. But let's get inside and see what actually we're getting into. Let's go inside and I'll show you the projects I'm gonna get done today and maybe the kind of vision of what we're hoping to get done overall here. So, let's get into it. All right, so let's just go through this house pretty quickly. So, we've got, you know, a little room right here that I'm gonna try to enclose this whole area to make this into a third bedroom, be a tiny one, but you know, that's okay. We got the kitchen, we just ripped out the subflooring, or sorry, we ripped down to the subflooring. Got that done on Saturday. This is what I'm repairing today. We got that subfloor to repair, that subfloor to repair, and then in the bathroom we got subflooring to repair, so we'll get to that. Doing electrical work, that's always fun, running wire underneath the house. Laundry room with what used to be a leak, but now we're okay, I suppose. We haven't had any leaks since we fixed the roof. And that was a nice little cost. Living room again. All right, we go into the bathroom. We had to close up that window right there. Got to get insulation in and get sheetrock over it. This was the subfloor, it was all destroyed. So I had to rip this up little by little. Went ahead and just ripped up a ton of it just so we would have it nice and neat. Bedroom number, well, I guess this would be bedroom number 2 since I already showed the bedroom number 1. We don't have central heating and air, but we have the window units and a heater going up on the wall, so that will pass every kind of inspection with Section 8 if we decide to rent this as Section 8 or if we decide to flip it, either one. It'll work. And bedroom number 3. Put in new windows, of course, and made sure to get, you know, the creme de la creme of window. So everyone knows that. Lowe's special right there. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for the tour of it. It's a pretty small house, but I like it. We got the cactus outside. Of course, now it's known as the cactus house. Beautiful cactus. In the backyard, let's see. We got a really big backyard. So, as you can see, got a little bit of a deck here. Beautiful big backyard. So like I said, the first thing we're gonna take care of is we gotta get this subflooring fixed today. I gotta get it done because then I wanna get sheetrock up here because we're gonna put a backsplash. The kitchen cabinets are gonna go there. Stove's going here, so all this is taken care of. We gotta get rid of that gas line. We floated the walls, so that's something that you can either repair and replace all the sheetrock, or you can just sit here and float everything, which then you just put a skim coat of mud over everything, so you don't have to necessarily replace a bunch of stuff. And Roberto, one of my workers, he's been over here doing a bunch of this stuff, so hopefully he'll be here today to get the rest of it taken care of. But let's just get into getting this subflooring done because I got a couple more house calls I gotta go do today, or a couple of house calls I gotta do today, which should be not fun since one of them's a sewer line. So let's get into it. right, let me show you guys something right here. So you see, I was talking about, I did a line, or I just started cutting right about here. I didn't even think about it, but it's good that I was on a joist, because now when I put my new piece of subflooring in, it's gonna go in, it'll be perfect. Then I got 2 joists here. This is where there was like a kitchen sink leak, because the kitchen sink used to be right there. And so it just kept leaking and leaking and leaking, destroying that wood down there. It's still leaking actually right there. You can kind of see it if I get in here close. But it's still leaking down here. So I need to fix this obviously, but we're gonna go ahead and just put some 2x6s there, get that taken care of, get the new piece of subflooring in. But before we start doing all that, obviously I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one, cut the one, or actually I don't think I have to cut very much in the bathroom, just make it easier to put it in. But get this one cut out, have it ready to go, just so I can slap in the new piece and then call it a day. Let me give you guys kind of like an inside taste here. So we got all of the flooring up that used to be here, but you can see how thick this used to be. You have subfloor here, you have the hardwood flooring here, then we had a layer of tile on that hardwood, then we had carpet, then we had tile, or sorry, OSB, then we had more tile. That's what used to be in here. So being down to just 3/4 inch of flooring on top of these joists are probably very, very happy, and so am I. So let's keep going. I gotta get this thing completely ripped out, and then we'll get the bathroom done, and then we'll get the subflooring in. All right, so I was gonna like cut out all this and just put a new piece down, but I was like, I could do some geometry, because I got a little triangle right there. I guess it's like trigonometry, whatever. Got my triangle there. This is flat, so this is kind of like a triangle. Not really, it's like a trapezoid or something. Anyway, I'm gonna try to just put a piece in there. We'll do that last, because that's gonna be a heck of a cut, so whatever. Let's get the other stuff done in the kitchen. We got all of it cut, everything out. So this one's easy. That's just gonna be a piece down there. This one should be easy, but I gotta put, so on that one I gotta put an extra, I got a scab on like a 2x6 or something. Same thing on the back. Scab on a 2x6 right there. On the other side of the electrical wire, scab on another 2x6. And then we should be good to go. Oh, and then 2x6 on the side. Once we have all that though, we just plop down the thing that once we cut it, and then we'll have the subfloor in, and that will be it for the subfloor in the kitchen, which is nice. We'll get that done. The scabs are done. We already did that one though with the spacers there. I mean, that's pretty much what they are, but I just put them in so that we can have something to put the subflooring to on the edges, and also to make sure that these guys don't start flaking out on me. And like I almost fell through the one over there earlier. So we got this one also done. And then, like I said, this bathroom over here, I'm generally concerned about my ability to remember trigonometry and geometry to get this thing done, but we'll get it done. That's just what we do here. So let's get to cutting and we'll be back. So the little scrap piece that we had from the warehouse, we can actually use it for that one little one. We can use one of these big ones for the other big piece in the kitchen, and then also use the other big piece for the one in the bathroom. So let's cut and let's get this thing done. All right, let's get this thing in. First one. Will it be perfect? Will I not have to do any more work? Let's see. Oh, so far so good. And then we come to that. Also, I think I messed up because I left that lip. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, let's see. That's in. Seems to be okay. That's kind of in. Seems to be all right. We're like barely touching back there. So I'm gonna get to flip this around or something. Oh, I got to move a little bit on there. Hey. I think we did a pretty good job right there. Attaboy, Goodman. Thank you, Goodman. Okay. Wow, we haven't been able to walk on that at all. That's great. Okay. One good. Let's get the next one on, and then let's screw these things down. How about that? All right, let's see. Moment of truth. Will this one go in just like the last one did? All right. This old piece of subflooring I've been saving for 3 years. And I did forget I was supposed to notch that part out. Oh well. Okay, it seems to be sitting everywhere else except for the one part that I was like, I know I have to notch this out. I need to bring this over here too. No, I cut it too short, isn't it? It's not a big deal. Probably because this side is too. Okay, I get to. Actually, if I could just cut this side just the tiniest bit. But then it's not sitting, it is sitting under there, so this will be fine. And like I said, we're just building right over it, so it's not that big of a deal. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just give this little shave, and then this should go down pretty easily. Okay, so far, so good. Oh, I see what's wrong, there's a retro here too. Wow, look, goes in, sits perfectly. Nice and firm, firmer than it's ever been probably in years. These are a little bit higher than the actual floor, the actual subfloor itself. So when I floor, it's gonna be kind of wonky. I'm gonna have to get some kind of floating thing going, action going on there, or I can just go over it and we'll see what happens. But hey, it's in, I'm happy. All right, so I thought that the flooring was gonna be a lot more, like this flooring was gonna be a lot higher than this subflooring. So when you put your hand over it, it was gonna be like a big, huge hump. But instead, actually, it's like pretty much perfect, which is good. Because I thought I measured this and it was 3/4. I know this is 3/4. So everything is good. It's gonna flow really nicely. So when I put the flooring down, it's gonna be a lot easier for me. I've had to do flooring a lot of times where we have humps in the thing. Even my own house that I live in has a hump in the middle of the room. So the flooring comes apart there, you have a bunch of problems and stuff like that. So it's a lot better when everything flows and is nice and even, there's no ridges or anything like that. So we're gonna keep going with this. I'm gonna get the rest of the screws on this one, the rest of the screws on that one. Then we gotta move over to the bathroom, get that subflooring in, And then that will be it for today, and we'll get it all done, get out of here, and then hopefully Roberto will be here tomorrow because apparently he's finishing painting some project or something like that. So he'll get done with the sheetrock hopefully tomorrow, and then start getting the windows finished up. And yeah, so let me get these screws in, and then I'll meet you in the bathroom. So what I did here, I'm gonna show you guys, is I had to just cut a little bit of a notch right there out from underneath this little, it was just the old subflooring. So once I cut that off, I should be able to slide this piece under, and then we'll be good to go. So let's get to it. All right, what is this, third try? Third try's the charm. I didn't even get it straight. I just kind of went over there and eyeballed it. Let's just see if I can get it in here and then get it all nice and tacked down. Well, it's in. It is in. I'll give myself that. Okay. Actually, that's incredible. Okay, I didn't do such a bad job. After all, I didn't do such a bad job. After all. Looks good. The line here isn't any wonky anyway, but you got a little bit of space in between, so I'm happy. Now we're gonna do some, we're gonna go down here. Hold on, let's just do this. Okay, so now, when you go down here where I put my marks, I marked right here where I put my tape measure. I marked here what the inches will be. So it'll be from like 11 to 15 inches. Then we're gonna cut the hole that wide or that long. And then right over here we have where I put the other one. So the tape measure went right here, and then it's 14.5 to 18. So then we'll get where we need to have where our pipe is underneath. We'll cut a square, put the pipe in. Then when I get the flange in there, it will connect to the subfloor, and we should be good to go. So let's get to that. All right, and just like that, we've got the floor in, got the pipe back in installed, so that's good to go, which is very, very good. I'm very happy about that. And then we also have the other two spots on the floor done. This is only about 1 o'clock, so this is like half a day's work of just getting everything in there, making sure everything was gonna go in correctly, which is nice. All right, guys, so we got the subflooring in, which is great. It's only halfway through the day, so I got a couple of house calls I gotta make. Really glad to get this stuff done because it's gonna help everyone, all the other trades people that I have come in here and do stuff, help them get in here and get their jobs done quicker. But I'm gonna start giving a lot more videos on this house, finishing it because we're getting it ready, like Section 8 ready. We might flip it, we might do Section 8 rental on it. All we do here is Section 8 rentals though, really. Either I'm gonna get rid of a house or I'm gonna rent it Section 8. So if you guys have any questions whatsoever about Section 8, renting to Section 8 tenants, dealing with housing authorities, whatever, the inspection process, you can go watch my TikTok. I got a lot of knowledge over there that you guys can go through. I'm gonna try to do a lot more long form videos, like answering questions like why did I get into Section 8? Why do I only rent Section 8? If you got any like flipping questions of like flipping in like maybe, you know, lower income neighborhoods and stuff like that. There's certain things you can do, certain things you shouldn't do. And I can go over all that kind of stuff. Just glad to have you all here. And like I said, you can find me on TikTok. This is Goodman. You can find me Instagram. This is Goodman. I don't have Twitter. I think I do have Twitter. I just don't know what the handle is, and I don't ever get on Twitter. But like I said, if you guys have any ideas of like what you want to see more of, like house calls only, or you want to get more in depth on like actually flipping places and stuff like this one, just let me know, and we'll get it done. But like I said, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.